Hello, my name is Anton Gus A. Blanco, and today I'm gonna present to you my three research. So the title is the research presentation on intelligent systems. So what are today's agenda? So here are the three research that I have gathered. First is the artificial intelligence on the COVID-19 pandemic. Next is the artificial intelligence on motor pump failure detection. So motor pump is used in conveyor belts and other type of machineries. And lastly is AI on multiplayer poker. So let's start. So I'm gonna talk about the materials and methods of motor pump. First, the method used is the neural network, the fuzzy logic, the expert system, and the genetic algorithm. Next is strength and weaknesses. First is the strength. It gives vital diagnostics before it fails. And next is it's the pre-process of the data in order to predict the failure. It means that whenever, for example, the conveyor belt, whenever it notices a failure in the system, it issues a warning on the computer so that the operator can know that there is a damage within the conveyor belt. And lastly, the weaknesses. So it result is it requires a constant human interpretation, meaning that from time to time it needs a human interaction so that it can cater the warnings or the problems in the system. Next is the artificial intelligence on the COVID-19 pandemic. So the method used is, as far as I know, is they use an artificial intelligence. So their strength is with the use of artificial intelligence, it reduces the workload of healthcare workers. Also, it is cost effective. Next is the faster prediction of high rate of infection within an area. So with the implementation of artificial intelligence, uh, there is a faster decision making wherein the AI itself can determine uh, where are uh, where are the areas that has a high rate of infection. Lastly is the weaknesses. Uh, the AI is in its still of its early stages of development. AI poker. So the method used is OpenAI. And next is the strength. So the AI conducts a real-time search during its matches. And next is the weaknesses. So the AI in poker. So the weakness of this superhuman AI poker, or what they call these pluribles, is it is mostly a challenging problem whenever it comes to putting an artificial intelligence in a poker. So next is the AI on COVID-19. So it is a general procedure of the artificial intelligence and non-artificial intelligence based application. So what we have seen here in this concept or in this table is in an A-based approach. First is the physician identify the possible matches COVID-19 with AI support. Next is the sample taking to confirm infection and decide further therapy, and so on and so forth. So, ano yung na-notice natin is medyo napadali lang ni AI yung process ng pagmo-monitor ng COVID-19. Unlike sa traditional way of approaching in handling in a COVID-19 test, so there are plenty of procedures. So with the use of an AI, meaning napadali lang yung yung proseso. So lastly, the conclusion is the research on motor pumps has only one error. So that is the requirement of constant human interpretation. So meaning from time to time it still needs the guidelines of a actual physical human being so that it can work properly. So yun yung problema ng motor pump. So next is in the artificial intelligence of COVID-19. So kailangan lang talaga yun ng ng needed support, especially in gathering confidential data. Kasi what have I noticed before in our research, it takes a lot of process and regulations para lang makuha yung data ng mga patients.